Varna Airport, Bulgaria. July 8, 2014. A 28-year-old man named Lars Mittank arrives at the airport, ready to fly home to Germany. But he never boards the plane. Instead, CCTV cameras capture something haunting. Lars drops his luggage, bolts out of the terminal, and runs as if his life depends on it. He scales a 10-foot barbed wire fence and disappears into the dense forest of Bulgaria. He was never seen again. No body, no phone calls, no traces. Just a grainy video and a question that has haunted the internet for over a decade. What was Lars Mittank running from? Lars was a normal, healthy young man. He worked at a power plant in Germany and was loved by his family. In June 2014, he traveled to the Golden Sands Resort in Bulgaria with his friends. It was supposed to be a week of sun, sand, and football. But on July 6th, things took a dark turn. During a night out, Lars got into a physical altercation with some other tourists over football. He was hit in the ear, causing a ruptured eardrum. A local doctor advised him not to fly, fearing the cabin pressure would cause permanent damage. His friends had to leave for Germany, but Lars stayed behind, alone, in a foreign city. Lars checked into a cheap hotel called Hotel Color. This is where the story turns from a medical issue into a psychological nightmare. That night, Lars began acting erratic. He called his mother, Sandra, in the middle of the night. He was whispering, terrified. He told her 4 men were following him and that he didn't feel safe. He asked her to cancel his credit cards. He was hiding in the hotel shadows, watching the street. At 5 a.m., he left the hotel in a panic. Was he actually being hunted by the men from the fight? Or was something else happening inside his mind? Lars arrived at the airport a few hours later. He seemed calmer. He entered the airport clinic to get one last checkup before his flight. But while talking to the doctor, a construction worker walked into the room to deliver some news. At that moment, Lars snapped. He jumped up, shouting, "I don't want to die here. I have to get out." He left his wallet, his passport, and his phone on the doctor's desk. He ran. He didn't use the exit. He ran through the terminal, past security, out the front doors, and straight into the wilderness. Behind that fence was a field of sunflowers and a thick forest. That was the last time Lars Mittank was ever seen. Theories have flooded the internet for years. Some believe the antibiotic he was prescribed, cefuroxime, caused a rare side effect, acute psychosis. Others suggest he was targeted by a local gang involved in human trafficking or organ harvesting. Some even think he is still alive, living as a transient in the Bulgarian mountains with no memory of who he is. Despite massive search parties and private investigators, the sunflowers of Varna have kept their secret. Lars Mittank remains the world's most famous missing person.